Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is June 14th, 2025, and we're taking a look at Ethereum, ETHUSD, reviewing the latest news and diving into the charts to see what's next. We'll be analyzing recent events and their potential impact on Ethereum's price. First, let's check out some of the headlines. Recent news indicates a crypto market crash driven by geopolitical tensions, specifically Israel's strike against Iran. This event has contributed to market volatility and a drop in ETH's price. However, amidst the downturn, there's positive news as well. Reports show Ethereum ETF weekly inflows surging above $500 million, indicating growing institutional interest. Additionally, SharpLink Gaming has made a significant investment of $463 million in ETH, becoming a major holder. Also, some analysts suggest ETH is significantly undervalued and could potentially reach $80,000. Now, let's shift our focus to the charts and see how these events are reflected in the price action of ETHUSD. Looking at the daily chart, we can observe the recent price fluctuations. From January 2024, we can see a pretty significant climb, but this year, there's been a downward trend. Today, it's June 14th, and it's relatively low compared to most of the past 18 months. Examining the period between January and March 2025, we see a noticeable drop around March 19th. This could be correlated to news and reports of LastPass users losing $200,000 in ETH due to hacks, as that occurred around that time, generating a lot of investor fear. Zooming into the more recent data on the daily chart, we can see the Ethereum price is at $2,580 after falling around 2.4% yesterday, June 13th. The expiration of over $3.5 billion in crypto options today could lead to further volatility. Let's look at the 1-hour chart for a more granular view of recent price action. We're narrowing our focus to the past few days to understand short-term trends. We can see some bouncing between support and resistance within the last week. Diving into the 15-minute chart, the recent price action looks like it has a peak at $28.80 from when it was rising 2 weeks ago. That could be considered a local resistance point, and that would likely be a good target for a swing trade. From a bullish perspective, if ETH can break above the $28.80 resistance, we might see a rally towards $3,000 and beyond. However, failure to break this resistance could indicate further downside, especially if negative news or market sentiment persists. Currently, the expiration of a large number of call options seems to suggest the market is expecting a drop around or after today. If geopolitical tensions ease and institutional investment continues, we could see a more sustained upward trend. To recap, key price levels to watch include the $2,500 support and the $2,880 resistance. A decisive break above $2,880 would make a climb toward $3,000 more likely, but this rally would likely be a swing trade with good risk-reward. Short term, there seems to be a negative trend. Looking further out, however, some analysts are predicting that ETH will be able to command a price of $6,700, but it might take more than a year. Keep an eye on developments regarding Ethereum ETFs, regulatory changes, and overall market sentiment. Remember to always do your own research and consider your risk tolerance before making any trading decisions. Thanks for watching Explain the Charts.